Good morning and welcome to my final day in Florida. I'm currently I've just arrived in Universal's Island of Adventures. I'm spending my last day, which is very sad, but in the Universal parks. And it's not sad that I'm spending it in the Universal parks, it's sad that it's the last day. But I'm spending it in both parks because I've got a ticket that lets me do both. But I started in Islands because my favourite. I'm going to head to Hagrid's motorbike ride first because the queue for that can get super long, and I want to do Velocicoaster because I've never done that one before and I think it's got a single rider line. Then after that I'm kind of just going to see what I fancy. I know that I want to explore Diagon Alley because I didn't do loads of that last time I was here. The Hulk was amazing, so maybe I'll do that again. But yeah, basically making the most of my time. I'm already a little bit tired, so we're just going to see how it goes. I think I need to go and get myself some caffeine. I had a Cinnabon to fuel me for my breakfast. So yeah, let's go live up the last day. So I made it to Hogsmeade, but Hagrid's is a 220-minute wait, which was a hard nope for me. I love the ride and I'm going to see if it goes down later, but I don't want to spend like 4 hours, nearly 4 hours in a queue. So I'm going to go on the Hogwarts ride instead and then explore Hogsmeade and go Velocicoaster. I don't know. We'll just see what I do. All plans are out the window. We're just going to see what's free whenever. So I'm going to go do the Hogwarts ride now.
One of these benches is like grabbing a Chinese fireball by its tail. I once flew one from the South Pole to the North Pole and my shoes didn't arrive.
It is bright and sunny today. Well, compared to the 220-minute wait for Hagrid's, Harry Potter single rider line, the hippogriffs go past loudly, was pretty much a straight walk on. And I love that ride because you get to see parts of the castle and it's just immersive. You walk through the castle to get there, and there's something nice about going in the massive Hogwarts to go on the ride. So I think I'm going to get my stuff, dip out of Harry Potter stuff and try and do Velocicoaster, and then I think come back and do some mooching around. I think that's the plan because this park closes at 6. If I do my mooching here first, then I can go then I can go to Diagon Alley afterwards. That is the plan. Oh my gosh, Velocicoaster. I just did Velocicoaster. You remember there's some screams in the background? Oh my goodness, phenomenal. It was intense but in the best way. And you only have like lap bars rather than ones over your shoulder even though you're going upside down. And I've never fallen out my seat more on a roller coaster, but I had the best time ever. I'm gonna try and do it again. I loved that. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Amazing roller coaster. Emma didn't really like it when she did it, but I've absolutely loved it. So I'm actually going to go and get a drink and sit upstairs in the Jurassic Park Centre and just chill for a bit, rest my feet, because I want to go do some walking and exploring in Hogsmeade, and my feet are feeling a little bit tired from waiting in the queue, so I'm going to chill out a bit. Might even read my book, although I've said that a million times and I never have. So yeah, but Velocicoaster, 10 out of 10. So I'm now upstairs looking over Velocicoaster and a few other rides, and I'm just going to chill, read for a bit. I've got a drink, but also to sit on Velocicoaster, I was next to a guy from England and he must have been in his 60s and he was having the best time on the ride. He was like woohoo the whole way around, and I was like, I want to be like that when I'm older, just having the time of my life, not afraid to go on roller coasters and just have fun. But yeah, I'm just going to chill here for a little bit. I'll show you my view as well because it's pretty nice. My view. off to Hogsmeade. So essentially, I just wanted to go around and explore Hogsmeade and soak up the atmosphere and the theming. So what you'll see now is a montage of a whole bunch of clips from Hogsmeade of me looking inside the shops and in the shop windows, and basically just absolutely loving that there are so many things from the books that you recognise, like Honeydukes and Three Broomsticks. And so yeah, just enjoy this lovely montage of all the amazing creativity that you find in Hogsmeade. So I've done quite a lot of walking in the heat. It's about 33 degrees. I've now got a wild cherry slush and I'm sat next to Grimmauld Place. If you're a Harry Potter fan, that will make sense. And every now and then you can see the house elf creature pulling back the curtain. But I'm now in Universal Studios. I'm going to try and go on the Gringotts ride and explore a little bit before going back to the park before it shuts and then coming back here. So doing a bit of a boomerang. Because a few of the rides at the other park were just so busy, and because we're so busy they'd shut the single ride lines. So I'm kind of hoping to hit off at least the Hulk or Hagrid's when I go back. And also I left my bag in a locker at the front of the park, so I need to go and get that back as well. Otherwise I won't have half my stuff when I fly back tomorrow. But yeah, I had a great time exploring around Hogsmeade. I did the Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey ride in Hogwarts again, which I absolutely love. At the beginning of the ride, there's all the floating candles and it just looks really magical and just full of whimsy, and it's just lovely. And also just really words, this happens when I'm tired. But also just really love looking around all the little shops. Honeydukes in particular was just so precious, and the theming was amazing, and you just really feel like you're immersed in the world of Harry Potter, like you're actually one of the characters when you go to the parks, which is really cool. So I absolutely loved that. I did go on Doctor Doom in the superhero section, which is a drop tower ride, but compared to Tower of Terror was a bit lame. I was so nervous before going on it because drop tower rides often make my stomach go, but I was genuinely like, oh, is that it? when it happened. So yeah, did the Doctor Doom ride. I'm sure I did, I did Velocicoaster again because I loved it so much. I did Velocicoaster again. And yeah, and then ditched out on a few other things, got a pretzel, all that good stuff, and then came over here. So yeah, now it's time to check out some of Diagon Alley, hopefully go on Gringotts if the line's not too long, meet around some shops before heading back over to the other park before it closes, because it closes early at 6. Just got off of the Gringotts ride, which was really fun, although I will say not as excellent as some people I know have hyped it up to be. But maybe it's personal preference. But yeah, the queue took ages. I was in the single rider line.
All of the Ministry of Magic. This program is hereby clear. Please stay tuned to this channel for further developments, and thank you for tuning in to the Wizarding Wireless Network.
So there's an announcement because there's a performance about to start. But yeah, the single rider line was super long. I think it's just a pattern for the day. And I was talking to some other really nice people in the queue, and they said that normally the single rider for Gringotts you get straight on, and the time we took waiting, you could normally do the ride 4 times over. So yeah, I think basically it was just super busy today. That does mean though that I've now got to go back to the other park to pick up my big bag before coming back here to explore the rest of Diagon Alley. So a lot of walking. If the queue's not massive for the Hogwarts Express, I'll try and take that, but I'm not sure, so we'll see. Looks like I'm gonna make the Hogwarts Express. I wasn't sure I'd be able to because the queues have been really busy and the park closes in the hour that I'm going to get my bag, but it looks like it's all okay.
Merlin's Beard, we did see pixies, scroots, and unicorns. Oh, and I did.
So I am absolutely delighted. I just got off the Hogwarts Express and then I managed to squish in Hagrid's. I say squish in, I was still queuing for an hour in the single rider, but the main queue was 90 minutes and I wanted to go on Hagrid's all day. So I took the opportunity, I did it. Such a good ride. Spoiler alert if you don't want to know anything about it, but it does everything from several super fast accelerations going backwards, it does a vertical drop. It's like everything. They've thrown everything at it, and the theming is so good. It's such a good ride. But that does mean that it's like 7ish now, and the other park closes at 9. And one of the main reasons I wanted to come back to Universal was to explore Diagon Alley. And all I did was Gringotts, which I'd already done. So I need to go back and have a little look around the shops and the vibes. And yeah, hopefully I can catch the last of the Tales of Beedle the Bard show. If not, I guess it's just another reason to have to come back. But yeah, hoping to fit in some exploring around Diagon Alley, buy a few presents for people, and maybe get a treat for myself as well. But absolutely delighted that I got on Hagrid's. So similar to when I was in Hogsmeade, I just wanted to do a whole bunch of exploring. So here's another montage of loads of creativity and theming and set design and artistry, but this time it's from Diagon Alley. Enjoy!
You may take photographs if you must.
Those shoes look awfully comfortable.
Back in my hotel room. It's about 11 p.m, but I just had a really nice time going around Diagon Alley and exploring it and looking in the shops. I got my wand back out that I bought the last time I was there and tried some of the spells. I got a butterbeer. I found Nocturne Alley, and I asked this lady to take a photo of me with Diagon Alley because I was on my own. There was no one to take one of me, and the dragon that's on top of Gringotts breathed fire just as I was having my picture taken. It was like a really magical moment, but it was just really nice to kind of spend the evening there. And then I actually did go and see the Cinematic Spectacular, which is Universal Studios kind of evening extravaganza. It's kind of a water display with some fireworks and projections on the water. I didn't actually film any of it because I had forgotten my phone charger today, or my phone charger cable. I had the charger block, but not the cable which you need. But basically I was on 8% and I was like, the shuttle for my hotel's already gone, so I'm gonna need to get an Uber or a Lyft or something. So I kind of need the juice on my phone, so I didn't really film a lot past a certain point. But yeah, I'm back at my hotel room. Tomorrow is the day that I fly home, which is very sad. So I'll just be getting up, packing, killing some time at Disney Springs and then heading off to my flight. So I'm not going to be vlogging tomorrow this is the final bit from me, but I just feel very, very lucky to have had the trip that I've had. This is the first time I ever have been to Florida, and it's something that growing up I always wanted to do, and Emma was such great company and Erin was such great company. I couldn't have asked for better company. They were just both wonderful, and it was chill and no drama and all that stuff, which is good on long holidays. But yeah, I just feel so lucky, and I think I chatted to Emma about this. One of the things that, I can't remember if I mentioned this already, is that especially when at Disney, realised that there's certain films or bits of music that remind me of certain stages of my life, with Beauty and the Beast and Hunchback of Notre Dame being when I was particularly small, and just memories to do with like my mum making me a Belle dress and dancing around the living room, or Pirates of the Caribbean coming out in middle school and memories attached to that, or how Frozen I saw when I was doing my degree and I saw it for the first time with Emma, and how different parts of Disney sort of have marked different points in my life, and I can pinpoint where I was when I saw them for the first time or heard them for the first time. And similar with Harry Potter as well, I grew up with that. I was similar ages to the characters when the films came out. The books were a massive escapism for me in my middle school years, particularly when I felt lonely and things. So I think it's been really special to be sort of surrounded by and immersed by stories and storytelling and immersive experiences that have been throughout my life. And not just that, but you know, we went to the parks, but we also had the cruise, which was phenomenal. And I think that's one of the things with the vlogs. I feel like I've kind of said what we're doing, but maybe I haven't reflected on some of the special bits as much. So maybe I'll do like future Beth can insert some thoughts, or maybe she already has if you're watching this and you've seen some of my other videos and I decided to do that. But yeah, there's just lots of precious memories, whether it's pulling my curtain back in the middle of the night on the cruise and seeing the moon on the water, or seeing tropical fish and snorkeling in the Bahamas, whether it's seeing beautiful shows at Magic Kingdom and Epcot, and trying new food, and watching fireworks on the Polynesian beach, and seeing the Cirque du Soleil show. There's just lots of precious memories, and I'm very thankful for this trip. I'm very sad to be going back. Excited to see the people I haven't seen for 3 weeks. But sad to be leaving all this behind. But yeah, like I said, I won't be vlogging tomorrow. So yeah, this is it from me. Thank you for watching. And these vlogs will hopefully be precious memories for me as well. So bye 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 bye.